in Africa, you can even still be in coma for the 4 years that you are president and still be called Mr. President. A useless president like Buhari should never have been president. Look, Buhari had a very beautiful history right at the beginning of his career. When he was coming into the presidency, many were those who said, hey, Buhari is coming here to crack the whip on corruption. But it looks like Buhari is more corrupt than any other Nigerian president who has been there. In the regime of Buhari, SARS became a major tormentor for the Nigerian people. In the regime of Buhari, Nigeria has witnessed its worst poverty in several years. My brother, my sister, in the regime of Buhari, we have seen army personnel shoot and kill innocent Nigerians on the street. What has Buhari done to uplift the name of Nigerians worldwide? It is still the same bad name of Sakawa and 419. Anywhere in Africa, anywhere in the world you go and you mention that you are Nigerian, my brother, my sister, the next thing is to see handcuffs dangling in front of you, ready to take you to jail, whether you have committed any crime or not. How many Nigerians around the world have refused to say that they are Nigerians and have rather gone for the citizenship of yet another country? As it stands right now, it is better to be the citizen of any other country. It doesn't matter whether it is Iraq or Iran, Afghanistan, Mali, than to be the citizen of Nigeria. True or false? Politicians have messed up this very beautiful country, a country of very, very wonderfully beautiful people, my brother, my sister. But politicians have turned the country into nothing but a calamity. Listen, my brother. In my days, anytime we heard about Nigeria, we heard about riches. Anytime we heard about Nigeria, in my days when I was growing up, Nigeria was the epitome of riches in Africa. I remember when so many different nationals ran to Nigeria for their daily bread. I remember, my brother, my sister, how Nigerians were so respected around the world. Some of them were even seen as demigods. My brother, my sister, today Nigeria has descended deeper than the deepest abyss that the Titanic witnessed. I go to South Africa and I see Nigerians beaten night and day. Some of them burnt up, some of them slaughtered like goats. I go to Zimbabwe and the story is not different. I go to America and when people hear the name Nigeria, they don't want to stand there, they want to move around. I go to England and when I hear the name Nigeria, anywhere in England, people are holding to their pockets because Nigeria is synonymous with stealing and robbery and dishonesty. Why must it be so? The most populous country in Africa, the country that is most endowed, my brother, my sister, as compared to so many countries in Africa. Is it gold you want that you can't find in Nigeria? Is it oil that you can't find in Nigeria? The culture is so beautiful. When it comes to music, you cannot rule out Nigeria. When it comes to culture, the dressing, the language, my brother, my sister, Nigeria is something that is a spectacle to behold and be happy. How come Nigeria has all these wonderful accolades, yet Nigeria has descended into the deepest abyss of disgrace and dishonesty? It's the leaders. What has Buhari done, my brother, my sister, to be able to turn around the bad name that Nigeria acquired in these few years? Because when I was growing up, Nigeria was heaven. How come Nigeria today has picked up this terrible name that anywhere you go and you say you are Nigerian, people are protecting their bank accounts? You cannot do any meaningful business around the world and call yourself a Nigerian. How many Nigerians have even changed their Nigerian names and picked up other names? True or false? Even in Ghana, recently, Nigerians were being chased around and asked to stop doing businesses. True or false? Shamefully, Nigerians were chased around and asked not to do business in this country because of some laws and some whatever that up till now I don't understand. When we talk about African unity, our own leaders, my brother, my sister, become a caricature, my brother, my sister, of this same African unity. They become circus clowns of caricatures, my brother, my sister, running helter-skelter with their balloony attitudes, my brother, my sister, talking about African unity. Yet that African unity is nothing but an illusion. Where is that African unity when in your country you're chasing Nigerians left, right, and center? Where is that African unity when Nigerians themselves are returning to their own country and at their own borders they are asked to pay money to enter their own country? What foolishness is this? I go to the semi border. The last time I went there, I told myself I will never pass through this border again. Even my dead body, if I have the chance, I will never let it pass through semi border, because it looks like it's animals who are standing at the border with no common sense. Fellow Nigerians returning into their own country, and Nigerians are asking them to pay illegal fees in order to enter their own country. Nigerians do not even trust their own Nigerians, let alone other nationals. Forgetting that if you have no respect for what you have, nobody would ever respect that, because you yourself don't even respect it. What can Nigeria do to turn around this? Because it looks like the politicians have failed. Somebody told me, hey, Blakk Rasta, if you were in Nigeria saying all these things that you say on radio, you would have been in the grave. And I said, that's why you will remain where you are. Because if there is no freedom of speech, no country would ever develop. Go to England, people are speaking their minds. Go to America, people speak their minds. Go to South Africa, people speak their minds. And if I speak my mind in Nigeria and I have to visit the grave, then that country will remain where it is. And Buhari, the biggest clown, will continue being the president of that country. Hey, what kind of a country is this that you can't speak your mind? Nigerians are killed night and day in South Africa. And I saw a lot of Nigerians slaughtered on the streets of Johannesburg. If you want something big to happen in South Africa, just shout on the streets of Johannesburg, foreigner, Nigeria, foreigner, and the whole of Johannesburg will come out and unleash its venom on the so-called Nigerian. Can you say the same thing about other African countries? Can you go on the streets of South Africa and say, oh, Ivorian, and people start chasing? Can you go out on the streets, my brother, my sister, and say, oh, Algerian or Tunisian or Moroccan, and South Africans will start chasing? No. What is the difference? The difference is that we have accepted the bad name as Nigerians, and it looks like we are proud. How can we have a bad name when Nollywood is bigger than Hollywood? How can we continue to hold this dirty bad name, my brother, my sister, when we have more gold than America has? When we have more oil than Iraq and Iran combined? How can we continue to call ourselves 419, my brother, my sister, when we are most blessed? What's wrong with us? You voted into the presidency a sick man. Buhari is only alive because he's the president, so he can get the taxpayers' money to blow away. If this man was not the president, long ago he would have died. Where would he get all these monies to be running left and right into England and out? Yet the people he claims is ruling, a lot of them are dying in their droves because of common malaria. Don't we have the right as citizens of Nigeria, my brother, my sister, to know what bloody sickness is bringing down this president? Don't we have to know? Is not our tax money used to take care of this president? Don't we have to know? Hey, I am paying for your sickness, and I do not deserve to know what sickness you have. Then pay for your own sickness. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? You are sick. You are using the taxpayers' money to fly left, right, and center. Yet we have no right to know what you are using our money to treat. What is this? What is this? And Nigerians are sitting down there watching a clown rule them. My brother, my sister, Nigerians are sitting down there. They cannot impeach this guy. I love Nigeria too much to sell out Nigeria for one man. I see the beauty of Nigeria. I have met a lot of Nigerian people, home and abroad. And I know how deep a lot of Nigerians are. I feel bad when Nigerians are singled out and victimized wherever I go in the world. Which country in the world are Nigerians not vilified? Which country? Tell me. Is it Togo? Go to Togo and see. Nobody wants to do business with Nigerians. Go to the Ivory Coast. Worse, as for South Africa, don't even try it. What is the way out? The leaders, the people, must find a way to rewrite history. Somebody sat down one day and decided to give a dog a bad name so he could hang it. It is time to unhang the dog and give it a good name. Nigeria. It's time to do that. What are all your 7 billion musicians doing? You have more musicians in the world than any other person. What are your musicians doing? Why are they not singing about the beauty of Nigeria? All you are singing about is how much money you have in your bank account, how many women you are slamming, how much alcohol you are drinking, how much parties you have. No common sense to sing about the beauty of your country. Look at a tiny island like Jamaica. There is not one single Jamaican who has not sang at least one song about the beauty of Jamaica. Bob Marley sang about Jamaica, how beautiful it is. Chronix has done it. Eric Donaldson has tens of songs about Jamaica. Peter Tosh has sang about Jamaica. My brother, my sister, so many different artists have sang about Jamaica. Tell me how many Nigerian artists, A-list artists, have sang about Nigeria. How many? They are all singing about how much Ferrari they have, how much banana would fall on their heads. They don't even sing about Eba and Agbono. They are singing about pizza and singing about alcohol that is made in the white man's country. What is your Nollywood doing to bring back Nigeria into the picture? You are acting movies that are full of witches and are full of juju, full of things that do not exist, still giving the country a bad name. Can we change? Can we change? Put value and respect on yourselves. You have great writers, Chinua Achebe, Wole Soyinka, and all those wonderful writers, my brother, my sister. I grew up reading all their books. They are nice literature, my brother, my sister. But today, my brother, my sister, if you have all these great stalwarts, and Nigeria is still dwindling in the call of absolute despondency, I am hurt. Somebody would say, but you are not Nigerian. Who said? I am a member of every African community. If the white man had not come with his long stick to divide us against each other, Nigeria would have been part of Ghana, Ghana would have been part of Nigeria. As a Pan-Africanist, I feel so ashamed to say that I belong to this particular country in Africa. I am an African. Can you deal with that? Buhari is still traveling around. gallivanting around the world like Gulliver. It looks like he and Nana Akufo-Addo have the same Gulliver sickness. And the same Gulliver sickness is taking them around. They are flying the best flights in the world. Buhari's plane has 2 bathrooms. He has 2 jacuzzis. Buhari's plane has 2 different bedrooms. Buhari's plane has a kind of security. You would think that Buhari is a man who thinks the whole world is his enemy. And that is the plane Buhari flies night and day. Fulani insurgency in Nigeria. Boko Haram insurgency in Nigeria. 419 in Nigeria. Fake goods in Nigeria. Stealing in Nigeria. These are things that the leaders have to come together and deal with. Deal with the unemployment so that your nationals will not be gallivanting around the world in dangerous circumstances. There's no country in the world that you will not find Nigeria. Somebody told me that when you even go, my brother, my sister, into the deepest part of the earth, you will find Nigerians. Another person told me, hey, they say people cannot live on Jupiter. We believe there are Nigerians there because Nigerians are daring. Think about it. My brother, my sister, when I read this today, my heart broke. The president is using the taxpayers' money to fly around the world, blow the money away. He never accounts for that. But when I flew out, I used this amount of naira to treat myself. He won't say that. Because he's a demigod of a president everybody should fear. No Nigerian has the right to ask Mr. President, how much of our money did you blow on your trip? Nobody would ask, or else SARS will shoot you. They are good killers. They have the killing machinery in store. Anytime they want, they unleash that on people who are too nosy. We have no right to know what sickness is bedeviling Buhari, yet he has the right to plunder our wealth, our tax money. What a joke. Leave Nigeria alone. Come to Ghana. Do you know that up till now, Nana Addo has not come out to tell us how much money he has blown flying around the world like Gulliver? Gulliver's Travels. Those of you who have not read Gulliver's Travels, don't read that book again. Just look at Nana Addo and you know that that is the Gulliver that the book is talking about. Traveling around the world, blowing the taxpayers' money, yet we have no right to know how much Nana Addo has spent. When we ask, they say, finance minister, come and answer. Finance minister would waste all the time only to go to parliament and say, I think I'm not the right person who is supposed to say this because the cost genders on, in fact, it actually borders on security. So can you talk to the defense minister or national security? As for me, it's a security issue. Up till now, we are waiting for them to tell us how much Lilliputian Gulliver has spent flying around the world. Can we know? Hey, what kind of thing is this? You are blowing the taxpayers' money, flying around, and you don't want to tell us how much you have blown. And when we ask you, you say security. Debbie, I cannot tell you how much I spent. It borders on security. Eesh. What is this? Are we safe? So any thief can plunder the national coffers and come back and tell us security reasons. For security reasons, we cannot say that. For security reasons, we cannot tell you how much we spent. Oh, Jesus Christ. What is happening in Africa? You have the right to plunder our tax money. We have no right to know how much you have plundered. Yet when we evade taxes, you chase us like common criminals on the streets of Accra. When we even pay the tax, what the tax is supposed to be used for, only God knows what to do with the tax money. Because you keep going around begging homosexuals for money, yet in your country you say homosexuality is illegal. What tomfoolery. Your president is busily running after homosexuals and begging them for money. Your Lilliputian president in the Gulliver's Travel is traveling around the globe, my brother, my sister, running after homosexuals and lesbians and transgender and who, all over the world, begging for money left, right, and center. Yet you come and say you don't want homosexuality. You don't want lesbianism. Which grammar is that? Which grammar is that? You don't want them, yet you want their money. You go and collect homosexuals' money, lesbians' money, and come and build a cathedral to fight homosexuals. Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Some people will not understand this until they eat ogbono and akara tonight. Hey! Somebody will not understand this until he smokes kai kai tonight. Your president is flying around the world begging homosexuals and lesbians and transgender for money. He gets the money. He comes to build a cathedral, a building to fight homosexuals, hate homosexuals, lesbians, and transgender. Hey! Have you heard that before? Africa, we have a long way to go. And I am not scared that a long journey, no matter how long, still has to start with just one step. And we need to all engage in that one step. After that, the second step would follow. How many African countries are busily running around homosexuals and lesbians collecting their money to develop their country? The moment they collect the money, they return here and they bring out institutions to fight the same homosexuals that they go around begging for money from. Does it make sense to you? Does it make sense to you, my brother? You come to me, beg me for money. I give you the money. You go back and organize people to come and fight me. What is this? What world is this? In fact, if there was an opportunity for me to go live on Venus, if there was an opportunity for me to go live on Neptune, you think I'll be here? Because I don't seem to understand what is happening. You blow our tax money, we have no right to know how much of our money you are using. You use our tax money and we have no right to know what you are using it for. You are sick. What sickness is it we want to know? No, you won't tell us. Because you are a God who can use our money anytime and you don't care. God save Africa from these wicked tyrants. Every old sick old man about to die, his surest way of living some more years is to become president. So he can blow the taxpayers' money on surgeries, on things and things and things. Yet the young ones, 14, 15, 16, 17, Qatar is killing them. A lot of Ghanaians are dying from hunger more than disease. The money that was supposed to be used to provide food, they use it to bath in the skies. They use it to fly around the world and cheapen Africa, begging homosexuals and lesbians for money. And when they return, they don't even have any respect for them. All those who are going to worship in that cathedral, homosexuals' money was what was going to be used to build it. You go and sit down there. All of you who hate homosexuals and you want to slaughter them and kill them, go ahead. The vaccines that you are getting is homosexuals who made them. All of you who see homosexuals as Satan, all the shirts you are wearing, all the food that you import, your country doesn't produce anything, even chocolate. Your country doesn't produce it. All of you who hate, want to slaughter homosexuals, kill them, you have forgotten all the other problems you have, all the problems you think about. Homosexual, lesbian, let's go and kill them. The vaccines you are getting, they made that. Anytime you go sit down and you are taking a vaccine, homosexuals, remember, once they go homosexual inside, straight. Think about it, my brother, my sister. You heard homosexuals yet you want to go to their country. Go to the American embassy and see the number of malams who are standing there with tasbah. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Oh, Aslam alaik, Ya Allah, Aslam alaik, Aslam alaik. They want to go to America, homosexual country. You want to go to South Africa, homosexual country. You sit in a plane, the next person sitting by you is a homosexual. Ya Allah, Aslam alaik, Ya Allah, Aslam alaik. He's sitting close to you. What point is Blakk Rasta making? Stop the hypocrisy. Call a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade. My brother, if you hate chicken, don't drink chicken soup. Let it rest there. Force your leaders to behave like human beings so that we too can decide what we want. Until then, we have no choice. Which beggar has a choice? Tell me. Which beggar has a choice? As long as you are a beggar, my brother, my sister, you have no choice. Homosexuals and lesbians will infiltrate your camp night and day. Those of you who read the Bible, the same Bible you are using to fight all these people. When God was raining food from the skies for the 40 so years that they were in the desert, did they have a choice? The same manna was what was raining on them for how many years? 40 and over. Would you go out there and say, oh, God, today I want to eat fufu and abenkwai. This manna there, I'm fed up. You are a beggar, you have no choice. You will eat manna. Di manna no. Eat manna. As long as you continue to be a beggar, you have no choice, my brother. If you want to escape from the calcon of begging, that would give you the license to choose. Until then, you have no choice. I leave that. I want to just make a passing statement. Today, one of my band members went to the passport office to renew his passport. He had afro hair, went to the passport office to renew his passport. We wrote a letter from our group that has been duly registered that this is a member of the band. He plays keyboards for the band. He is an entertainer. This is what he does. He wants to renew his passport. Took it to the passport office. And the Ghanaian passport office had the effrontery to ask the gentleman to go and cut down his hair before coming to take a photo, passport photo. Passport office. Look at these guys. The man has afro hair. It's not a wig that he's wearing. People wear glasses and take photographs. My passport, I wear my turban like I'm wearing, and I've taken a photograph. He has his natural afro hair. He has gone to sit down to take a photograph. Passport office here in Accra said, no way, you must go cut down your hair before you come and take the photograph. My brother, look at the country we live in. They are not even afraid. They are not scared. People with no brains are those that we are paying with our taxpayers' money. I am so hurt, my brother. How can I come to take a passport photograph for my passport? I'm not wearing anything artificial. Everything I have on me is natural. I am an entertainer. I have an afro hair. Director of passport and his boys at the passport office asked the guy to go to the barber, cut down his hair before coming to take a photograph. At the end of the day, when we insisted this is against human rights, which law, they backed down finally and said, oh, we were just advising him to go and so that he would look more presentable. Foolishness. Listen, that he would look more presentable when he cuts his hair. What racist foolishness is this? These are the people at the passport office. These are the people at the passport office that my tax money is used to pay. The guy is a Ghanaian. He speaks so many Ghanaian languages. There's no problem with where he's coming from. Their only problem is that his hair is too much. Passport office. He's not going for a new passport. He's renewing his passport. And it's a problem. That's the same foolish thing that Chimota school did and disgraced itself and became a ridiculous school all this while. Rasta boys were going to school. No, Jesus Christ did not have Rasta hair. You allow Chinese and Indians to go with their long hair. Yet Rasta man's hair is a problem to you. How can you grow in this foolishness and backwardness? How can you grow as a people? When are we going to grow as a people? Look at Rawlings before he died. His hair was like that. So if he had gone to the passport office to renew his passport, you would tell Rawlings to go and cut off his hair? What foolishness is going on in this country? When we think that we have made some strides towards positivity, there are some goons, my brother, my sister, who drag us back every now and then. He should go and cut his hair. Who gave you that audacity? Who are you? Who are you to tell a full-grown man married with children to go and cut his hair before he takes photographs? Are you okay? Oh, Jesus Christ. You look at some of these things, your blood boils for nothing. I don't know who is responsible for the passport. If I were the boss of the passports, whatever, all those guys would go home. They don't deserve to be public servants. They are not public servants. They are not civil servants. You know who they are? They are terrorists. They are racists. They are racist. We are in Ghana. We see Chinese people with Ghanaian passports. Tai Ching, Nana Kwatin, Nana Kwatin Tai Ching, Mensa Kwabena Huahu. We see all of them. Yet we chase Nigerians that they are not Ghanaians. They should go. The other day I was at the passport office. They were chasing one Nigerian, running because he had come there trying to fraudulently get a Nigerian passport. They were chasing him as if the development of this country depended on catching this guy. Yet Chinese, we see on social media, they have passports, voters' ID cards, all over there. They are more qualified to be Ghanaians than Nigerians. Hey, my brother, what happened to the unity of Africa? What happened to what Kwame Nkrumah stood for? The unity of this beautiful continent. That today you cannot move from Nigeria into Togo, Benin, and all those places without Goro boys heckling you and taking money from you as if it's a curse to travel. Where are the leaders? What are they doing? Hey, right now to travel by road from one country to the other in Africa is a curse. One, bandits are waiting for you to shoot you and take your money. Number two, officials are ready to steal from you in order to allow you to cross, no matter how many valid papers you have. Yet I go to Holland. I drive all the way from Holland into Belgium. I drive all the way into Germany. I drive all the way into France. Not one policeman stops me or one Goro boy stops me in all these 4 countries. If they stop me at all, they just want to say, hi, how are you doing, sir? With all respect, and I go. Yet, on our continent, the continent our great heroes died for, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Kwame Nkrumah, Leopold Sedar Senghor, and all those people laid their lives for, it's become a farce. The more we think about African unity, the more we descend into the doldrums of stupidity and foolishness, night and day. When shall we grow? Religion has swallowed us night and day. Religion has eaten us. Religion, my brother, politics swallowed us night and day. A man and his wife are divorced because they belong to two different political parties. A man and the wife have divorced because they belong to two different religions. My God have mercy. What kind of God do you worship? What kind of brains do you have? You are a terrorist if you think that religion is better than humanity. You are a terrorist if you believe that politics is better than humanity. Humanity first. There were human beings before religions came. True or false? So why should you put religion before humanity? Somebody will not be given a job because he does not belong to the religion of the boss. Somebody will be kicked out of his job because a new politician has come there, and every other person who does not belong to his political party is evil. True or false? When shall we grow, brethren? When shall we grow? Sometimes these things bring tears into my eyes. All these years we fight night and day to see that one day we'll sit back and say, oh, we've made a certain amount of progress. But our own brethren and sisters are so much in a hurry, dragging us back into colonialism. Our own brethren and sisters are so politically incorrect, religiously maimed. They want us to go back into colonialism. If you're a man or a woman and you are not talking to another person because of your religion, if you're a man or a woman, you are falling in love and you cannot follow your love because of your religion, you are a terrorist. You are a terrorist, cheap terrorist. There was humanity before religion. Let me leave it here, my brethren. As for Buhari, Nanado, and all those 78-year-old man, my brethren, that is even Buhari's, that is Nanado's big brother. 78. He's running around using the taxpayers' money to cure his ill health, and he won't tell us what ill health he has. It is his human right, but it is not our human right for him to tell us how much of our money he's using to treat his human right. It's an animal farm. Animal farm, 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Some animals are bigger than other animals, even though we are all animals. Well, read George Orwell's Animal Farm. To God be the glory. I'll leave it here. My brother, my sister, I'm going to tackle some other thing. And I need us to open our ears and listen to this one. This one is from My Joy Online. In fact, today I'm truly sad. This one was published today, the 27th of July, 2021, and it says some clauses in Sputnik vaccine contract were skewed and biased against government. And this is from the Attorney General. I read again. Some clauses in Sputnik vaccine contract were skewed and biased against government. And this is from My Joy Online. It was published today at 5 minutes past 10 this morning. I read. Attorney General Godfrey Dame says some clauses in the health ministry's $64 million American dollar contract with Dubai-based businessman Sheikh Maktoum to supply Sputnik vaccines to Ghana are biased and skewed against government. I won't read any further. Hear me. When you read the story, it says that the health minister provided the contract to the Attorney General to look at somewhere in March, after he had signed the contract. This is what Hausa people say, tu sabayan kashi. Excuse my language. It had already been done. Health minister had signed the contract with Dubaian terrorists. One Sheikh Maktoum. When he signed it, he now ordered his ministry and some other adjoining ministry to take the contract all over to the Attorney General to look at. And when Attorney General says, but you've signed the contract already. You have agreed. Why are you bringing it now? At the time that I was signing it, in fact, I was so desperate. So you look at it. March. Attorney General looks at it and says, hey, Minister, what kind of contract have you signed? Listen, these guys are going to bring the vaccine here. And even if the vaccines are faulty, the possibility of returning the vaccine to the people, very slim. It means whatever you buy, you accept that hook, line, and sinker. Number two, you see these vaccines that you are bringing into this country, there are other things in the contract that are against the nation. Why did you sign this contract? Health minister says, I was in a serious desperation. That's why I brought it. When you read further, it says that they supplied 200,000 of the vaccines. And then the sheikh decided to abrogate, or better still, cancel the contract after supplying 20,000 doses of the vaccine. Not 200,000, 20,000. It means if we were going to vaccinate anybody at all, that would have been around maybe Alajo, Poncho Bay's area. 20,000 people come. My brother, I have spoken about this. Let me just spend some 2 minutes to kill it. Hey, the first thing I will talk about is they signed a contract before they sent it to the Attorney General. It never went to Parliament. Everybody knows that. Number two, they signed a contract with dubious people who were on the terrorist list of the FBI and the CIA and who. As I said yesterday, these Dubai guys could have just gone all the way to China, providing China with a certain powder, put it in the bottles, put it on it, a label on it, Sputnik V, Russia, supply it to Ghana. My brother, now this powder would come here, and because our health minister was a desperado, they would go straight away and start injecting people in desperation. They would not even think about looking at it. After all, the sheikh had sent a few doses up front, and they said, oh, this is correct. So whatever follows next is correct. And innocent people would have died from the injection of common powder, Kolebu powder, into the blood of innocent Ghanaians. That was how the health minister put our lives on the line. Terrorists. My brother, he took a Norwegian newspaper, one newspaper, to come out and write and ridicule Ghana and call Ghana a Stone Age country. Because there's a health minister who is a desperado, and he wants to kill COVID-19 in one day. So he has asked terrorists without investigating their background from Dubai. And according to the Attorney General, they said that whatever problem they had that had to be solved, could not be solved in Ghana, should go all the way to Dubai. I remember Nam1. Now, one case in Dubai is still hanging like a pendulum, swinging, bang, 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 like a Catholic bell. Up till now, we don't know what has happened to the case. Another Dubai issue, 64 million American dollars. Our lawyers couldn't sit in Ghana and deal with it. No, they have to travel all the way to Dubai. Employ an Arabic-speaking lawyer or interpreter. Zunna, Izam al-Zunna, Hazar Hor, Karha Zulzulat Kul Zala, Karbun Hai. Before the lawyer will say, what did he say? Oh, he said that there are people and worker. A case that should have been killed in 2 hours will take 20 years. Because somebody has to speak Arabic, translate it into English. The English you are speaking, the Arab speaking man also needs explanation. The case would prolong. By what time Nanado would have been in his grave? 20 years. Plus, President's how old? 77. Was it 78? Add 20 years to it. He will be a stone if he's still alive by then. What have we done to you? What have we done to you? Our biggest mistake is that we brought you into power, trusted that you will take care of us. Now they are going to bring us Dubai powder. Pew, pew. Everybody is getting pew. Then they will blame it on witches. They will blame it on Nobokbo. They will blame it on Baba Tongo. They will blame it on a black cat they saw 2 years ago crossing the road at midnight. Sa okra no. Se ma ka kire o. Se mu okra bi o. Tuntum ni nina tuntum. No betwa ha twi koye. Koye amehunu biom. Otuko. Onu na ku no. You are in court. Oh. You go midnight in the church. Chichino. Mikuno. If you can kill coronavirus. We need the churches to kill coronavirus, not our enemies. Go and kill coronavirus. Mikuno. Hi, and some other people. Hey, yeah. You don't know if they are dancing, if they are doing mezop, if they are doing breakdance. Sometimes I just stand by and I say, what is this thing? Hey, Kaya. Ebay. The moment the pastor says, let's pray for God, hey, Kaya. And every church you would find one whose voice is like the voice of Satan. I want then. You are doing Kaya. Sports minister is injecting a pew with fake Dubai powder. Church. To God be the glory. Ghana shall prosper. Ghana is our land. What is Nanado saying? That Ghana is the fastest developing country in Africa. Did you hear that? That Ghana is the fastest developing country in Africa. Oh no, let me quote him properly. That Ghana is placed at a point, it is supposed to be the fastest growing country in the world. That's what Mr. President says. I'm trying to get that thing. My brother, my sister. Mr. President, I have traveled to Burkina Faso. I've traveled to Togo. I've traveled to Nigeria, Benin, and so many other African countries. When you look at Ghana, yes, we are ahead of so many other countries. Mr. President, it's like a relay race. Don't carry it on your head and say, my government is the reason this is happening. That's one. Number two, yes, Ghana is ahead of some African countries. But where Ghana is supposed to be, it hasn't gone there. You are still bathing in the skies. Remember, you are the only one bathing there. Out of the 30 million people, please, we all want to bath there. Now, one could think Egwar was raw. Yes, you pere Egwar kakrata. Ebe, one could think pere Egwar was raw. Mr. Yenya pere Egwar kakrata. Ebe. Coronavirus powder they are bringing from Dubai through China, fake, to inject people. Terrorists are giving you that. Development. One district, one factory is still on the way coming from the Gulliver's travel. Fake deals, left, right, and center. Judgment, death, slaughtering us, and you are not ashamed to come and tell us, Ghana, with all this stealing and the nonsense going around, we are still placed. Hey, Uncle, that's what Mr. President says. Yes, we are ahead. But you are a joker if you sit back and say, hey, we are. Listen, we're the first to get our independence. In the south of the Sahara, we were the first. We should be the most developed country in Africa. We were the first to get our independence. We were the first to build a motorway that my brother, my sister rivaled the one in England. Today you come and boast that we are placed at a certain point. Yes. To God be the glory. My name Blakk Rasta. Remember when you pray for this beautiful country. I love this country. I love this country. I know you love this country. It's all about the youth. When I talk to the youth. I can't talk to any old man. They know too much. So I'm talking to you. The mistakes we made, the mistakes they made, let's put ourselves in a better position so we can develop our country better. Speak out against corruption. And to the new IGP, you have a lot of work. I sympathize with you. But again, if you need our help, anytime, it doesn't matter what time of the day, please call on us. I will put my head on the chopping board to see this country develop. Call on me. Whatever you think I can do, I'm here and I can do that. My brother, my sister, I thank you for listening. God bless Ghana. Ghana is a